We got to turn that on. There we go. Well, hello.
Oh my God.
Hello there, and welcome to a shit show of a shit show with shit showers.
You guys, I don't know what's going on. So we tried to hardwire into our internet just now, and it kept saying no internet connection. We are very frustrated with our internet. We've got someone coming tomorrow, so we're not going to bitch about it anymore right now. But
what we're going to do is go live for our podcast.
Let's do that. That's a great idea.
Let's record a podcast, guys. You want to record a podcast?
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Corona.
Coronavirus.
Hold on. Yeah, weird. Why do you do that when I'm trying to help you?
I don't think you're trying to help me.
Really?
You're weird.
You've got like a weird hair hanging in your eye.
Welcome to episode number 0014 of Back in the Closet with the Two Crazy Cat Ladies.
Here we are.
It's just going to be another shit show of a day. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day.
You need to readjust your attitude. I just need you to take it down a notch. I know that the issue that just happened with our internet has got you a little rammed.
And our cats.
It's true. But let's take a deep breath.
It's like
let's take
really
a deep
bad.
breath. Whoa, that's the sunshine shining on me. Do you guys see that coming through the door? Wow.
There we go.
Can we take a deep breath?
Oh, you fix that light again. Oh, man, guys.
Hey, Teresa. Hey, Lindsay.
Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. You
hey
guys. Okay, so let's take a deep breath, shall we?
Okay.
That was a stressful 20 minutes that we just had.
It was a bit of a, it's just, I mean, guys, it's always a thing, right? I guess you're still out breathing.
I have a lot of lung.
Yeah, you do.
A lot of lung.
Girl's got a lot of lung in front of her.
That's right.
So I guess it's just like it's kind of like a normal thing, I guess. What the trials and tribulations you go through as a small business
and tribulations
as a small business owner without money, right?
No, I don't think having money actually has anything to do with the fact that we
would
pay
have
for the best
camera
internet
crew and like an IT department.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So
but we have a cheers.
How about we cheers?
Let's make a little kitties kiss.
Oh, goodness. Hello.
Cheers. Look at these little babies.
Yeah, shout out for these cute little
you're going over there. Hey guys.
Yeah, for these cute little we're filming everywher today. We're doing shit, making shit happen. But look at the little kitties. So for those of you guys that are joining us on
Roberta is here.
Hey Roberta.
Oh
Thanks
my God.
Listening in, everyone, on the podcast. We have these awesome new shout out to Catbox Boutique on Etsy and on Instagram. You can find them. We
have these beautiful little what do they call them? Glass identifiers.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called.
What do you call them?
They're whatever. They're little kitties that you put on your wine glass,
so that you can enjoy them at a party and not worry about drinking out of someone's germs
and getting coronavirus. Right. So shout out to Ellie Vargas from our VIP group, who purchased these and sent these to us so that we can enjoy them as much as we are. Right. Yeah.
I love it.
Yes. Yeah. So guys. Another shit show of a day.
You know what? You were in a better mood.
I am in a good mood. I'm in a great mood.
Well, okay. I'm glad it's back suddenly because you were a little iffy for the last.
So what had happened was
it's you guys. It's you guys that put her in a good mood. Yes. I have no luck with it.
Well, no, you sometimes put me in a good mood.
Sometimes.
Every once in a while when you do that gay dance.
The time back in the summer of 2005.
No, so
what gay dance do I do?
Where you're like, yeah. For those of you guys that are listening in on the podcast, that
looked a little bit like a jig,
a stroke,
or maybe
it looked like a stroke.
Clogging.
That was a stroke.
Maybe.
But it's really cute when Adrienne does that stroke dance. So
Dana's here. Hi, Dana.
Hey.
And Allie's here. Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. So if you're listening in on the podcast, we go live on YouTube for this podcast so that we can kind of get a little bit more interaction. To be very honest, it's because we don't film very well without a live audience.
Operation participation.
Yeah, if we don't have participation, we literally just don't.
We sit here and look at each other and we're like, so.
And we talk to each other if we don't have other people with us.
About that.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's it.
Sometimes.
So today we asked our VIP group. We said, "What?"
Shout out to our VIP group on Facebook, y'all.
Yeah. We have a VIP group for it's a VIP membership group of parents. Join this group. One, be involved with other beautiful cat parents that feel that we all love our cats and adore our cats, and we're cat like AF. So and
some cat dads too. Let's not be sexist.
Yeah, and we just had like a couple cat dads join us recently.
I love cat dads so much.
And we also offer a 20% off discount for all of our partner shop for those that are part of the membership, right? So this is what we're talking about when we're talking about our VIP group. So twice a month we go live in our private VIP Facebook group, and we do a giveaway, and we shoot the shit and have fun conversation. And so we did that today, right after, literally seconds after we closed that live, to come up here and get in our closet and do this back in the closet.
I love back in the
podcast.
Closet. Yeah.
Our cat jumped on the screen. The screen fell out. He went falling out of the window. The other cats screamed and ran the other way. Thank God.
No, there was actually no screaming, but they did.
Well, they jerked and ran the other way.
They jerked.
I don't think cats scream.
Sometimes.
I guess they can, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
But yeah, they ran the other way. Zora went like falling out with the screen. Adrienne caught him. It was like a heroic move. Shout out to you, Adrienne.
Oh, thanks
for
Jay.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome, Adrienne.
That's so weird.
What?
A heroic move, Adrienne. Why is that so awkward? Oh, very awkward.
Why?
I caught a cat that I didn't want to get outside.
Oh, you did it the other day. You did it yesterday too.
But
she's very quick when it comes to a cat escaping.
Cat-like reflexes.
She has a cat-like reflex when the cat's scared. Yeah.
I just want to say though that Sarah, you guys, on our podcast, you guys know that we've been having issues with our internet here lately. We just finished a VIP live Facebook group, and Sarah, who was there, said, "Hi, ladies. Oh wait.
I'm cat sitting for 2 weeks."
Oh, yes. Sorry. That's the comment before. I'm cat sitting for 2 weeks while mom and dad are in Japan. So I'm watching with my fur nephew and niece. I love that. Dana, right underneath that, says the video and audio is perfect.
Exactly. So this is what I was.
Do you know that we're on Wi-Fi?
This is what I was starting to say on the VIP video.
I think it is a Facebook conspiracy.
Is that the only problem we have is Facebook. When it comes to going live, it feels like, now this computer wasn't hooking up to the internet, so our internet is jacked in some way, shape, or form.
We were trying to hardwire it for this.
Hardwiring, which should be.
And it was like you had no internet access, even though we had moments before.
That didn't work. That did.
So, you guys,
anyway, here we go. So about our cats getting out. One of the things, we reached out to our VIP group and we said, what do we talk about on our podcast? On our podcast.
What are we going to talk about
on our podcast? So one of the things that they suggested that we talk about is a blog that we wrote this week and a cat tip that we did this week or last week. I can't remember.
And Allie, thank you for the extra info. That's so comprehensive.
Yeah.
You sent us a checklist on it.
And it's about when your cat gets out. What do you do? Right? Your cat gets out of the house, your friend leaves the door open, your window wasn't secure, and they knocked over the, whatever it is that we've all been through it. At some point, if you haven't, you will. At some, as cat parents,
unfortunately,
it happened. For Mama, I was like, I had a party at the house. There was a party of people. I was very adamant about make sure you close the door so the cats don't get out. Most of the cats never tried to get out. When there was company there, they would go upstairs. They didn't want to be near downstairs. But on this one specific party, somebody left the door open. Mama girl, she was 15 at the time, got out. And next morning I get up. I didn't know because, it was a party. We were all partying and whatever. And all the cats are normally upstairs, so I don't even have to worry about them. I was drunk, went to bed, wake up the next morning, come downstairs to feed them. And they're all running there and she wasn't there. And I was like, oh shit, what do we do?
And sometimes when we don't realize when a cat gets out, right? But sometimes it's that they're hiding in the house. How many times have we freaked out, and then we find them somewhere.
More often than not, that's what we do these days.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're trying to find like their crazy hiding spots that we don't usually see.
Because cats, like they pick new hiding spots all the time.
So, but you think about the amount of time that passed from the time that she actually got up, which had to be the night before.
It was.
Very early morning, perhaps, to when you realize that she's not there, and then you frantically search the home, don't find her, and then we come to, what do we do?
I pretty much knew when she didn't come because she was always the first to.
Mama was a hungry girl.
She loved her breakfast.
She loved her some breakfast.
So when I was making breakfast that morning and she didn't come down, I knew. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So then, I start searching. Like my came back. Were there the night before that, a couple of them came back to me look for. It was Adrienne was out of town. Oh. I was like, Adrienne's gonna kill me.
Yeah, she did.
Like I don't even know.
She did. Mama's my girl.
Yeah, and I mean, she was my girl too. But it was like,
you guys know that feeling though, right?
I got drunk and
Mama's gone.
I had a party at the house, and you weren't here, and now we're missing a cat, and so obviously that's
and
my
Mama
fault,
girl
right?
of all babies, because she was declawed. She was 15 years old.
Yeah.
She was a teeny little girl. She was probably 7 pounds.
Let's talk about declawing just for a second.
Oof.
Since you said that.
Yeah. Please don't ever declaw your cats, you guys. And I like that a lot of states are actually passing laws.
Yeah,
to
there's
not
some countries that have.
A cat's claws are so much a part of their body. It's not like trimming your nail. I feel like this is old news, but literally amputating them
It's
at like their second knuckle.
Yeah.
And it affects everything from their movement to their instincts to their
energy,
their muscles,
to their behavior.
Yes.
It can change so many things with our cats.
It's such a terrible, terrible thing. So if you, like I, was living with someone at the time that was more concerned about furniture and declawed all the cats in the home, think about getting cat-friendly furniture. And don't ever give in to someone that says if we're gonna have cats, they need to be declawed.
Yeah,
guys,
no, I like
that.
Honestly, I would prefer a cat. I feel like I would almost prefer a cat to live in a safe, warm shelter with their claws than living in a home declawed for people that
That's a strange
care
opinion to have.
that little about.
True.
Right?
True. They don't understand them enough to recognize this.
Or understand. Because sometimes we just don't understand. That's how we were. I forgot to put my phone on D&D, and now I have a telemarketer calling, and so we have to try it again.
It just stopped.
So
wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, see,
that's
there's
really
always
irritating.
it's so weird when you're trained to do a shit, and you're like, you have so many technological, is that the word? Technological things. Devices and things happening. It's really difficult. Sorry, guys. So
okay, so let's talk about what we can do when we do lose a pet.
If our cats get out, yeah.
An indoor only baby, that's a really scary time, right? Mm-hmm. Especially if they're compromised in some way, like our mama was.
Yeah.
Where it is just it's like a panic moment, y'all.
Yeah.
A lot of when we were living in the South.
It was a panic 5 days for us with her.
5 days. 5 days. And a lot of people give up hope if they're not back the next morning, right? But please don't do that. So the minute that you recognize that your baby is missing, your little kitty is missing, and I love that Elle had this in her checklist, get neon cardstock, something that's really going to catch people's eye. And then make sure you have not just one picture, but 2 or 3 or 4 even distinguishable photographs.
When this
of
is
your
why
kitty.
It's so important. A lot of people are like, I'm not going to be that crazy cat lady that takes pictures of my cats all day long every day.
Make sure you always have current pictures of your kitties.
That you have a current picture of your cat in this specific case. Yeah. It is very important that you have a current picture of your cat. So if your cat is has gotten out, you can now make a flyer with the picture of what they look like, not what they look like as kittens, because we all take pictures of them as kittens, right? But what they look like now, right now.
Put those photos on.
And I like the neon
cardstock.
Yeah.
You want to add any like distinguishing features. Put your cat's name. Put your cat's age-ish. Put your cat's if they're wearing a collar, if they're not. Like anything that you can think of as distinguishing features for your baby. Put a phone number that is going to come directly to you.
I have this because there have been people that have contacted us that have said, I'm sorry, what do? I lost my cat And I'm, first thing I'm like, flyers. Do you have flyers up? Yes. But I'm not going to put my phone number because I don't want people to. I'm not going to put my phone number. Guys, you have to make it easy.
Why?
The average person, especially if they may be an animal lover, they're probably maybe a dog owner, but they don't actually care about cats that much. They're walking by the in our community, it's the mailboxes, right, where people put those flyers. They're walking by, say the mailboxes or the telephone pole or whatever it is. They're walking by it, they see it, they've seen your cat, but now you have to like you have to drive to this address, or you have to like this number and then enter this code and then do all this other stuff. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it.
Well, like
so
you said, the average person doesn't care about your cat as much as you do. So make it as easy as possible.
And I tell you, it is way easier to change your phone number and inform all of your contacts.
Yeah, forever.
Yes.
Like, just don't do that. Yeah. I did want to say this, Elle had, and we were talking about reporting if your cat is microchipped, the importance of reporting that your cat is missing to that database.
Yes.
Wherever your cat is microchipped. But Elle had a couple other fantastic recommendations. Well, so we want to post on
something I said in my blog that a lot of people, we've also heard this a lot of times, is that a lot of people microchip their cats, or they are microchipped just in the shelter, or they're microchipped at the rescue that you rescued them from, or you did it yourself, but they were a kitten and now they're 13, 15 years old and you've completely forgotten about that they were microchipped.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a good reminder to remember, oh crap, I think I microchipped them, and call the database, call all the shelters,
Maryland,
and report that. Give them the information that you have, or your past addresses, or whatever it is that needs to be done, so that you can make sure that microchip is one of those things. We don't microchip our cats. We have not microchipped any of our kittens or cats. That being said, I see especially today,
benefit,
right? Benefit of doing that.
Right.
So if you do microchip, or you might have microchip contact, find out, because that's the easiest way to find them.
Right, that's true. So after we've made our flyers and we posted them, and I think it's important to note as well that most indoor only cats will only go within like 4 to 6 blocks of your home. Mm-hmm. So it's not a large area. And cats, when they get out, can tend to be scared. They're going to be hiding under bushes, climbing trees. So they're not going to be like, hey, just walking down the street like, I'm not quite sure what's happening right now. So we want to be looking under shrubs, bushes, in people's garages, sheds. Tell your neighbors about it. Reach out. If you don't talk to your neighbors, it's a great excuse to start doing that, and ask if you can check their yard. When Twist got out once after we moved in here, I just climbed the wall. I was like, hello there, please don't shoot me, but I think I got a kitty over here. So yeah, but reporting
I remember that.
Yeah. And then we got to meet them. I went around to his front door, as I appropriately should have, and said, yes, that was me in your backyard, and I would like it if you'd let me back there, because I think my cat is somewhere over there. But reporting or posting our cat missing to the microchip company where it's registered, if your kitty is microchipped. Some other awesome things, and we have Nextdoor here, which is a great resource for lost pets.
Yeah,
it's an app that's kind of like Facebook, but just for your neighborhood, just for like those few blocks.
Yeah, if you're not on if you don't do the app thing, you can go to nextdoor.com.
Yeah. Craigslist. Craigslist is a scary place to me. I think it's a scary place. But check the post in Craigslist Lost and Found, and then make sure that you check Craigslist Lost and Found. It's the same as Nextdoor. There is a place called nokillnetwork.org that you can report your baby to. Yep. There is a place called findingrover.com, and this uses facial recognition to search every day. So if someone brings your kitty into one of these places that reports to what is it called again? Findingrover.com. There's another place called pawboost.com, petharbor.com. These are places that we can look, and also reporting them to you, like look in your zip code even, because a lot of babies don't go very far. any veterinarian that's there, any shelter that's there, any rescue that's there, contact them, let them know that your baby is missing, give them a photo, 3 photos, current pictures of your babies so that they have them and that they can contact you if someone is nice enough to say, I found this kitty trying to cross the street and I'm bringing them here. Hi, Soro. That's also something that's super helpful. I'm distracted by my baby right now.
But I mean, but for us, I'll tell you how we found Mama. So we posted a flyer, a few flyers or many flyers around like our neighborhood, because we did know that cats don't usually, and especially our Mama, we just knew our Mama, and we knew she's more of a timid baby, and she wasn't somebody that was going to go too far. So we posted flyers with her pictures. We had our current pictures. We had some of her past pictures. We didn't have as many current pictures as.
No, but this was back in like 2007 when we didn't have like easy access of
like
pictures on our phone all the time.
Yeah, but we posted a flyer with her, said, lost our baby. Give me a baby. Oh, Mr. Z-Man. We were like, okay, her name is Mama. We're, blah, 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 put all the info in there. And then put our cell phone number and said, call or text.
Yeah.
This number. And I got a text on my phone 5 days later.
No, it was a phone call.
Was it a phone call?
It was a phone call at 11:30 at night.
It was like we were in bed and got a phone call, and I'm like, gonna answer it just because we had been like searching every day. And normally at 11:30 at night, if somebody calls my phone, I'm not gonna answer it. But we've been searching every day. There was a random phone number. I answer it. It's a guy 3 doors down from us, 4 doors down from us.
Yeah, at the end of our street.
At the end of our street, and he said, your cat. I saw your cat. He came into my house. She came into my house and was interested in my other cat, and then she ran out. It was Yay.
Yep.
But she was at my house, and I was like, "Where do you live?" But he had
just seen the flyer.
He had just seen it. He was like, "Here's the address." He was 3 doors down from us. We immediately put on clothes, went down there, and we're like, "Can we look around your neighborhood? Can we look around your yard?" He was like, "Yes." And we looked across it. She was actually across the street. We looked across the street. There was like brick wall and then just bushes and these like thorn bushes or something.
Oh,
it was like.
It was like the jungle. But I have to say, there was another cat. There was another. Do you remember? Because you were still on the phone.
I'm just remembering.
You were still on the phone with this guy, and I, in my PJs, y'all, I was out the door because she was like, "Where are you at?" On the whatever, like the address, and I just ran out the house.
And we lived on a road called Delivery Avenue, and he was like, "I live on Delivery," and we were like.
Let's go. So I just ran out the house as I'm running down the middle of the street. And he had said this was yesterday. I didn't care. Like she was close. So as I'm running down the street towards his address, I saw another cat jump up on a wall and was looking down
into the
bushes. And I was like, huh. So we searched everywhere. And then obviously we had flashlights and whatever. And I'm going under to where, and that cat was long gone by this point, but I'm going under where I saw him looking, and there she is,
and she was brown. She's like a kind of calico, but
she had a little bit of orange on her head.
Yeah, she had a little bit of orange on her head, but she was like
she was a little girl,
very camouflage cat when it comes to like that type of bushery.
Oh my God. And those bushes, we were so bloody because these bushes like ran across.
Yeah, we were both bloody AF.
Ran down this 40, 60 foot wall.
Yeah.
And she's like in the middle of it. And you can't get through the bushes. And she was
stuck. And she was just sitting there. And she wasn't going to come out for us.
Moving.
She wasn't going to come out for anybody.
Nope.
She was scared.
So we went down to the end of the bushes. And Jay stayed on the front in front of her. I walked down the back. And oh my God, we just got tore. But all to say.
But we got her out. We got her home. She was super happy. But that all happened because I put my cell phone number and I said, call
or text
this number so that we can find our baby.
Oh, Ellie, this is a great point. She said, I lost my feral cat last year for a week. My neighbor locked her in his shed by mistake. Poor baby. This is why it's so important. Knowing that our babies don't go far. And I'm talking garages, sheds, even yards. Like we live in a community where we have a lot of brick walls.
Yeah.
Right?
It's Vegas.
So let's go to our neighbors and say, hey, here's my baby. She's been missing for however long, or he's been missing. Do you mind if I check your yard real quick? Or could you please may I check your garage? May I check your shed? Like this is something this is probably where they're going to be at. They're going to be close. They're going
to be hunkering down, as you say.
Right? They like to hunker down. They do. And so when our kitties get out, yes, part of them are going to want to explore. Some of them are going to be scared, right? And they're going to run like we experienced the other day. We want to do whatever we can do to entice them back home. So what we can do if we've searched and if we've, oh my God, this kid.
Oh my goodness, he is so rude.
He's getting so comfy on my lap.
I can't handle it.
Okay, Zora's on my lap right now, and he is being so precious. So we realize that our baby is gone. We've searched. We don't see them. Now is the part where we look to do whatever we can to entice them home. One thing that I thought was important about calling for our babies. Our babies aren't necessarily, unless we have a cat like our Oliver Twist that comes when he's called.
Usually.
Most cats are actually more attracted to your regular speaking voice. It's familiar to them. It's whatever. So we can't go out there like Jae when Twist got lost once, and she went up so and down the street shrieking, Mr. Twister!
I was crying and yelling, and it was like middle of the night.
That's freaking your cat out.
Woke up all the neighbors. Yeah.
Don't do that. Hey, Tanya. So don't go shrieking. But do think, if your cat's been missing, think about having your conversations with someone on the phone outside so they can hear your voice, that familiar voice, a speaking voice, right?
Yeah.
We want to do what we can. Also remember that our cats are crepuscular. I love that word. And it just means that our cats are more active or more likely to be moving around and not hunkered down at dawn and at dusks. So think about taking your walks then and just kind of talking or being aware of what's going on, looking under bushes, whatever it is, because that's where they're going to be more active.
Yeah. A few years ago, Twist got out, and here at this house,
yes,
he got out, and we were like, I mean, we trust Twist. Like, he's a smart dude. He is a smart dude.
He's a clever fella.
Yeah, and so we were like, because this happened before in the past. But we were like, okay, I mean, we had, Twist crying up and down the street, did all this stuff.
Twist was an outdoor kitty that adopted us. So he has a little adventure bone in him. You know what I'm saying?
So, and he's such the perfect cat, like literally the perfect cat.
Amazing.
I don't think there's a perfect cat as perfect as he is, literally ever. But he's
coming close right now.
He's training. He's perfect cat in training.
He is.
But he dawn and dusk, as she was saying, the next morning, I get up as early as possible, and I'm like, oh, please tell me he came home, because we were like just gonna trust. We were gonna stay up all night and whatever. We were just gonna go home and go sleep and pray after trying to search for him. And the next morning, late into the night, and then the next morning, I get up early and I come downstairs, and he's sitting on the back patio, like by the door, just like panting.
Like, I've had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, bitch, get back in. Here we go.
So much trouble.
But yeah, they do.
But do keep in mind that our cats have over 200 million scent sensors.
Smells.
And this is where they can smell stuff from miles away. So if you have a garage, keep it cracked so that they can come in. They're going to recognize that smell, and they can come into your garage and have a little more safety. Put out some smelling good food in your backyard. Yeah. So that they're enticed back by that.
Some people even say put out used litter.
Yeah.
Which we've never done before, but
never even thought of that before.
But we've heard that it's the scents that really draw them back in. That's why it's always like, put out tuna. If your cat likes tuna, then put out tuna. If your cat's not, like, our cats aren't necessarily, not all of our cats are really into tuna. But putting out smells that they are familiar with can absolutely help.
Hi, Layla and Micah and much more. It sounds like you've got a zoo. I love that.
All right.
Okay, I'm trying to think of a couple of things. I know we're getting up on time, but what else was there? Ellen,
we were asked to talk about fleas and ticks.
Let's say that for next week.
Okay.
Yeah?
You guys join us next week, and we're going to talk about fleas and ticks.
Favorite
It's coming on.
topic.
It's coming on spring. We're about to be in spring. Here, it's already spring.
It is.
Yeah, we're blooming. Like we have the most beautiful.
Yesterday it was
white
73
and
degrees.
pink trees. It's so gorgeous.
Everything's in bloom.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's about to happen. So we're gonna do that. What else did you want to talk about?
I was trying to think of any of last minute things for finding our babies.
Sure. No, I don't know.
I would just say as far as like the vigilance, the flyers of it, and then calling your shelters, your veterinarians, like following up with them. Like we can reach out to them initially, but follow up with them because maybe they're having a busy day and someone brought in a cat and they aren't like, oh, that's probably whatever. Make sure that you follow up with everywhere that you've reported.
And here's the end result. I'd say, as you said on your cat
never give up hope.
Never give up hope.
No.
Because oftentimes it's like, oh, I tried really hard for a day and a half, or I tried really hard for 2 days.
And then people think it's too late. Oh, to that point.
Dana, it's never too late.
Oh, yes. Dana just said, I had a cat get out. Put so much effort into finding him, was heartbroken. And he showed up at the house 11 days later.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's a long 11 days.
Never give up hope, because it's, and I'm not saying, I'm not saying stress and cry about it. I don't want you like
put good energy into it.
Yeah. I don't want, as a person, you don't want to like ruin everything over it, because our cats are smarter than we think they are. For the most part. Oftentimes they're going to be able to take care of themselves. They're going to be, oh my goodness, he's derping.
He's got his little tongue.
Our kitties know like how to stay away from cars for the most part. So there's a positive thing. They know for the most part how to avoid even coyotes and things like that. Like by nature, obviously we want to keep searching, but don't give up hope. Don't give up hope after a couple days.
Oh, and Lindsay said there's also a pet Facebook pages that you can post on.
Yeah, there you go.
Facebook pages. That's fantastic. So think about all the things that you can utilize. If you're on Nextdoor, Craigslist, Facebook, think about all those things that you can post and share good current pictures of your baby, Kira. Good current pictures of your baby, and then don't give up hope. No. Always keep looking. Cats can be crazy.
There are stories on Dodo of like a cat coming back 2 years later.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like it happens. Come here, baby. Come here.
But it's scary when it happens, you guys. And I think, and Ellie, again, thank you for sharing that checklist. But that's something that we should just post on our page because it's super comprehensive. And it gives a lot of great ideas that we didn't even really cover here, as far as just being thorough about our flyers, about talking to our neighbors, veterinarians in our zip code, shelters, all the different websites that we can post on. The stuff that has facial recognition, findrover.com. Like there's so many ways. I mean, this is not back in the day where you like lose your cat and go. It's not like back. Remember back in the day, 2004, we lost Mr. Biddles. Mr. Biddles was gone for almost a week, over a week.
It was a long time.
And we were going.
I feel like it was almost 2 weeks.
It was a long time, y'all. And at that point, we did have outdoor babies, but he didn't come home. Yeah. And we had stray dogs in the neighborhood. We had
like scary
dogs in the neighborhood.
Stray dogs in the neighborhood.
And we kept looking for him, and no joke, we ended up finding him underneath our neighbor's house by just like looking. I mean, you talk about under shrubs, in sheds.
We're like, oh look, there's a little hole underneath their house.
Yep.
Hey, baby girl. Baby love.
And sure enough, he was under there. I don't even know how long he had been there. I looked under there after he first disappeared. I looked under our house, and there he was. So, Attitude is a smart cat. I thought she was lost, and she went through crawl spaces under one of our houses, and I found her in my garage. Girl, that's just it. Debbie said, and if you get your kitty back from the shelter,
where we found him.
Yeah, it was basically a crawl space. It was a crawl space underneath the house.
Yeah.
If you get kitty back, let the shelters know that you have found them. That's a good point, you guys. Make sure that you follow up and let them know that your kitty has been found.
Yes.
I'm glad I called and let them know that my Pia came home. Yay, Debbie. Thank you for that. Thank you for that tip. Yeah. Because I'm the one that's like, yay, baby's home. And there's like
done.
All these people out there still looking. Make sure that we let them know that
because there
you know,
are
babies
good
have
people,
come home.
guys. There
Yeah.
are still great people in this world. I'm one of them. Like I remember,
You're like, I am one of these great people.
I mean, we are. I mean,
Cat people
all
in general.
pet people in general are oftentimes so
good, considerate people.
Yeah,
Hi, lady.
I saw that like a year or so ago. I was on Nextdoor, and somebody in our neighborhood said, like, they were devastated. They lost their dog. Gave a picture, gave a full whatever, and I was like, I was done for the day, and I was headed out, and I was like, I am going to drive around, and I'm going to try to find this dog. So here's the thing: I just so happened to have these like rabbit ear treats from somebody that gave it to us. I don't know, maybe a pet store, but I had these like rabbit ear treats. So I'm like driving around, and I'm like, I'm going to get them by giving the treats. And I have my window rolled down. I'm driving around very slowly, the close neighborhoods. I'm calling his name, and this guy that was walking is like, "Are you looking for Fido?" I don't remember his name. No.
Fido. That's
I'm going to say Fido.
Let's go.
Are you looking for Fido too? And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. They posted on Nextdoor, and this is like not even in Desert Shores. This is in the like community.
The next one over.
Yeah. And everybody, like, because we live in like this awesome community, but this is a community over, which is also awesome, Obvi. So there was somebody walking around looking for the dog too. Like, there are good people in this world.
Yeah. And that's one of the beautiful things. Sometimes it always takes sometimes it does take a crisis to really recognize how awesome your neighbors are, or how beautiful people are that really want to help and go the extra mile. And a lot of times, like with Mama, that was definitely our experience.
Yeah.
So don't give up hope, and definitely don't give up hope in the beautiful people around you as well. There's still some good people in the world, y'all.
Yeah. Believe.
Yeah.
Ask, believe, receive.
Always believe.
All right, guys. So that's going to wrap up this episode of
Back in the Closet.
Back in the Closet.
With
Two Crazy Cat Ladies. Episode number 0014. I think so. I think we talked about,
it was fun to talk about. Not fun.
It was.
Like it's to any pet parent though. I think that's something that is so scary, is to recognize or realize that one of our babies is missing.
Yeah.
And it's just we've been so lucky to have our babies come home.
Yeah. We've been blessed.
So that's why, never give up hope.
Yeah.
And there's so many great things that we can do. So, and if you guys have more awesome ideas, post them. Post them on this.
Yes.
Post them in our podcast. Post them on YouTube.
Yeah. Let us know. Give us a comment. Give us a review on our podcast. If you guys like this, give us a podcast. Give us a 5 stars.
Like Jay said, if you like
the podcast, don't like us, give us 4 stars.
Isn't that funny? I think that's funny.
We'll do that. We can do.
But if you do give us 4 stars, then tell us what you didn't like, other than us rambling.
Yeah, because we're going to try to improve. But I don't know if we can improve that much upon our rambling. I mean, with years and like once we like have like a crew or something to teach us stuff,
like a rundown of the show.
Yeah, when they're like in our ears and be like, "Stop!
That's enough talking about that
rambling." Then we'll be like, "Okay, and."
Maybe one day, but for now, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes. We love you guys so much.
Hopefully you'll join us next week.
And we will see you, next Sunday. And if you're on Facebook, you can come see us live tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time.
We are cat tip review.
Doing a cat tip review. And it's going to be a fun one tonight.
I think so, because we missed last week.
Yeah, so we have
going to be all over the
quite
place.
A few to pick from. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how many we get to.
And we may drink one in between. So.
Oh, what?
Join us. We may be drunk tonight.
Hi, Debbie. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Happy Sunday,
everyone.
y'all.
Happy
Sunday. We'll see y'all soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.